What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sabotage here, and this is how to actually be disciplined. As you probably already know, motivation is a thought. Like, she doesn't actually want you. She just wants you for what's in your pockets. But guess who wants you? It's discipline, wifey discipline. She not only wants you, but wants you to grow and become a better person. In one of my last videos, Motivation is a Thought, I talked about the importance of discipline. But in this video, we're going to be talking about how to actually build that discipline, how to create that relationship with her, because discipline is the one. Like, you have to really create that connection with her, really cherish her, or else you'll lose her.
How do you lose a woman?
You forget to cherish her.
And before we even get started with this video, let's define discipline real quick. Discipline is the muscle in your mind that makes you do the hard things when you really don't want to. Whereas with motivation, aka misthought, you only do the hard things when you actually want to. Let's be real though, how often do you actually want to do the hard things? How often do you want to do the difficult tasks? The answer is maybe like 5% of the time. So in one, with discipline, you're taking action, you're being a man. But with motivation, you're being a beta cock waiting for life to hit you. Bruh! So now that we're all on the same page, discipline is actually very, very simple to build. And in this video, I split it into 3 steps that you can start applying right after watching this video. So with that being said, let's go. Step number 1, find your why.
Why?
Ask yourself, why do you want to be disciplined? Like really, like why? Like, what is the reason? I know in one of my last videos I talked about not needing a reason, but in this particular situation, you really need a reason, my boy. Because if you have no why, no pull to make you do a task, you're not gonna do it. Or maybe you will, but over the long term, over the long period of time, you will burn out. You will eventually quit. You need a why to ride out for you when laziness tries to jump you. You know, when you feel like you're getting in your bed because it's real cold, when you feel like playing video games or eating a bag of chips, you need that why to wake you up out of the trance and be like, yo, let's fucking go. So put that phone away, put Instagram away, put Snapchat away, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, why do I want to be disciplined? Like really, like why? And obviously the stronger reason you have, the stronger why you have, the easier it will be for you to complete that task. For example, for me, in starting this YouTube channel, I have a very strong why, and that's why I've been so consistent so far with making my videos. I have this multifaceted why. First of all, I want this to be my career. I want to make YouTube videos for a living. I want this to be my career in like 10 years down the line. That's one reason why I'm doing this. And also, I want to inspire people that were like me maybe a couple of months ago, people that just need like that snap to wake them out of the trance and, you know, start working on self-improvement. So I have those 2 whys sort of working together as one why and making me do YouTube. But sometimes we don't always have that blessing of being able to do what we actually want to do. For example, if you're in school and you hate it, or you know your mom's making you do something but you really have to get that task done, you have to find some sort of why to pull you to do it. For me as a kid, you know, doing my homework, my why was that if I don't do it, my mom's gonna beat my ass. And that's how I made myself do that work. So find some sort of why, do some soul searching and find a reason for you to do this task. Step number 2, build a routine. When you have a lot of things to do in the day, when you have this long ass routine, it becomes really hard for you to remember what to do. So what do? You write it down in a planner, in some sort of agenda or whatever. For me, that's a notes app on my phone. I'll put like a screenshot of it somewhere here. But basically, in this notes app, I have all of the things that I want to do every single day. And the reason I chose my phone versus like a piece of paper is because, yo, we always have our phones on us. You know, we're in the toilet, we're taking a piss, our phone is still on us. So instead of like having my agenda somewhere or like some sort of planner and asking myself, like where's my agenda, where is it? Like I don't know what to do and sort of forgetting what I have to do, I have my phone on me at all times. So there's never an excuse like, what should I be doing? I just quickly go on my phone and see all the things that I have to do in the day. There's never no excuse, there's never no what do I have to do? Like I never forget. It's always there. And when you write down these tasks that morning or the day before, I want you to go in with the mentality that you will not go to bed until these tasks are finished. And that's really effective for me because I'm a person that loves to go to bed. I'm the person that loves to, you know, go to sleep early, wake up rested and energized the next day. So for me to be doing work late at night because I procrastinated all day and I'm tired of shit, bro, I do not really want that. So this sort of motivates me to get everything done earlier in the day. Like before I even have my job, I would just wake up really early in the morning and get everything in my routine done as fast as I could, as efficient as I could. And I wouldn't really be distracted a lot of the time because I'm like, let me get this shit done. Let me get this shit out of the way so I can go to bed on time and relax. And also, when you write down these tasks, I want you to be very, very specific. Instead of saying, go exercise, go work out, I want you to say, hit some cardio, do chest press, hit abs, and then come home. The more specific you are, the easier instructions you give to yourself, the more likely you are to actually follow through on it. And also, this way, you're not scaring yourself. Saying go work out or read this book is a lot more intimidating than saying, you know, hit some cardio, hit some little bit of a workout, and then read like one page of this book. It's a lot less intimidating. And the last thing I want to say about this whole routine thing is that you want to mix in work with good habits. For me, before I started working my 9 to 5, this meant waking up in the morning, playing some ball because I found that shit fun, and then coming back home, working on a YouTube video because that was my work at the time, that was my passion project. But now that I'm working, it sort of means work during the day, finish my 9 to 5, come home, work out because I like doing that, and then read some books, meditate, literally do any good habits that I like to do. And I do this because it adds some variation in my day. It adds a little bit of spice to my day. It makes it a little bit more interesting. And remember that I said good habits. Don't be eating chips. Don't be playing video games in between doing your tasks. Save those things for later. And that's my next step. Step number 3, reward yourself.
Treat yourself.
You knock down all the tasks you have to do today, like, yo, props to you, my boy, like you put in that work, and now it's time to treat yourself. Building discipline is a lot like training a pet. Remember, at the end of the day, you were a crackhead. You were doing all these bad things like playing games for hours upon hours. You were eating so many chips, so much junk food, that me saying, yo, cold turkey, yo, cut everything off, is unrealistic. And if you try to do that, you're probably either, you know, end up being burnt out, or you won't even try to better yourself. So instead, save all of these, you know, not so good habits for later, for when you actually finish your tasks as a reward. So once you finish all your tasks, maybe go hang out with your friends, maybe go outside, literally do anything that you enjoy. And some people will say that, yo, like that's not grinding, you're not even putting in that work. And for me, when you're taking a break, when you're taking a mindful like 3-hour, 2-hour break and ensuring that maybe you get back on time and you can go to sleep, I think that you're still grinding because you're being mindful and you're caring about your future self. Instead of saying, let me put this work in right now, let me just get burnt out, you're saying, yo, I'm about to be burnt out, let me take this break, come back tomorrow more energized, and so I can do work over a consistent period of time. And to me, that is still grinding. So reward yourself because you deserve it. You're worth it.
It's gotta be worth it.
And here's a little bonus tip for you. Take it easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horses there, buckaroo. I know that you said that you want to read that whole book in a day, write that essay in one day, make that video in a day. Bro, you gotta chill. Realize that even a Lamborghini goes 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, bro. You gotta accelerate. You gotta ramp it up first. Instead of putting so much on your plate that you eat it and you're like sick of it and you're like, fuck, bro, I never want to do any of this again. I never want to do any of these tasks again. Put a digestible amount of food on your plate. Enough that you can, you know, sort of fill yourself and that you ensure that you can actually finish it. Because at the end of the day, doing something is always better than doing nothing. And as time goes on and your discipline builds, you'll slowly want to have more. You know, after having that little plate of your food, and you're like, damn, I could low-key go for some more. This shit makes me feel good. Like finishing all these tasks low-key makes me feel like really, really good. And you're like, let me get some more. And that's where you get that natural progression to becoming more disciplined. So basically remember, something is always better than nothing. Instead of trying to take on the whole world in one day, take it piece by piece, take it step by step, and slowly you'll get there. So there you go, 3 easy steps to become more disciplined. And believe it or not, it's really, really simple. And the most important part is finding your why, because that's the fuel that's gonna make you keep on going. That's gonna keep you disciplined. Instead of putting some cheap, knockoff, terrible gas up your booty hole, put some gold, premium gas up your booty hole, my boy. So to sum things up, to become disciplined, you need to find your why. You need to build a routine, and you need to reward yourself. And also just remember to take it easy. And that's really all I wanted to say in this video. If you made it this far, if you watched this whole ass video, you're about to become fucking disciplined, and also you're a motherfucking GOAT. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm all in my bag, as hard as it get. I do not store powder, I might take a sip. I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no